Hey, what's up, guys? So, if you even see the time right now, well, if you saw it, it's up there. If you catch it, it was 1854, which we also know that that also goes for August the 3rd. Let me pull it up real quick. Man, I got so much stuff, guys. It's crazy, man. Bear with me. Hold on. It's wild, man. It really is. It's crazy. All right, here we go. All right, so it was 854 up there. But if you look here for August the 3rd, 2025, and this is why I say with the whole numbers thing, but 3 times 5 would come to 15, then 22 would be 4, and then you got your 8, of course. So if you scramble that, you know what I'm saying, it can also be 4518 or 518. So 45 and the 18, for the 45 stands for the 20 years that they offered sacrifices. Okay, that Moses said that they would offer sacrifices for 20 years, and for 18 years that they would be ruled by chiefs and kings. That's also for the 18 hours that we've been in desolations, which is also the 70 years of desolations that we've been in. But to show you guys what I was talking about earlier, with the whole video I just did before this about the Jubilees, if you look up here, because I go by military time on this phone, it's 1737. So it can be 3, 17, and then 7. Okay, now the reason, and then you got your 5, 8, or it could have been, oh, come on, man. The 5, 8 for 5, 7. Or 5-8, I'm sorry, 5-8 stands for, or goes for the chosen ones, that third allegory of Enoch. Right there, Enoch 5-8. I began to speak the third allegory concerning the chosen and righteous ones. So, but anyways, 3177, that goes back to chapter 3 of Jubilees, okay? And this is on the video I just did. And then 227, okay? So 32727 comes to 14. That's also when God punished the serpent in the Genesis. But that's chapter 3, then verse 17. And after the completion of the 7 years, okay? 3:17, 3:17, and then 7, okay? So 3177. See what I'm saying? And it's chapter 3, verse 17, okay? And then that's on page 28, which also deals with, you know, right now, 28 comes to the year 2025 when I did that equation. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, guys, prepare yourself. But that's why I made that video earlier that I did. You see what I'm saying? Now, also, what's funny is remember I was showing you about the 10,000 years that the angels were bound and this good stuff, right? And about how they concealed it, right? So you notice how the 7's not in there, because if you add 7 to 483, that would take it to 49, right? So that leaves out the 7, which it's talking about right here. So after the completion of the 7 years, okay, he had completed 7 years exactly. And in the second month, on the 17th day of the month, the serpent came and approached the woman. And the serpent said, has God commanded you, saying, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And then verse 18. So, you see what I'm saying, guys? I'm telling y'all, look, be prepared, because I'm telling you, the devil's getting ready to come, and he's getting ready to try again. And I need you guys to say no. I need you guys to say no. And it was just 4:57 on my timer. That's funny. When I said that, it was 4:57 on my timer. And if you go look at Daniel 9:24, I'm just going to go to it real quick. Just bear with me, guys. That's crazy, man. See, God speaks, man. That's why I have to obey. You know, whether I might be right, I might be wrong, you know, and I might not say it the way, you know, I might not bring it the way it was intended, but I got to bring it the way I just got to speak the way I just got to do what God tells me to do. I cannot not do what God tells me to do. But if you go to Daniel chapter 9, verse 24, 4, 5, 7. Okay, and it's after the 70 weeks. You see what I'm saying? And then 2:4, and then 2:7, that's 8:14. And then 12:88, well, that's 3:16. 8 and 8 is 16. 3:16. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying this right here, guys. This is 9. You got 9, 18. That can be 9 and then 3. 9 times 3 comes to 27. Daniel 9, 2, 7. And then 28 brings it to 16, which is 7. So 9, 2, 7, 7, 249. You see what I'm saying, guys? So, I mean, I'm not just trying to blow smoke. You know what I mean? And then look, even right here, corresponding numbers. Matthew 26, 28. That's still 12, 16. You see what I'm saying, guys? And then there's your 42. I mean, I'm not just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you guys to just be prepared. That's all, man. So there's that 28, page 28 of Jubilees. And that's chapter 3, verse 17. And that's where I got that from the time up there. That's why I brought it to you guys. You see what I'm saying? So just know, man, that God is king over all. And then also, you see these numbers right here? Right? Now watch this. Now, you can't tell me God is not real after this, guys. You really can't. You can't tell me that God is not real after this. Now watch this. Where's that paper at? All right. So, 483 divided by 49. That comes out to 9.857142. Okay? And this is what happened in the garden, because 9 times 8 comes to 72. We suffered 72 strokes in the garden because of that fool, the devil, Azazel and Sanjaza and all their craftiness. Okay? So, 5, 7, and then 14. 5, 7, 5. Now, it can also be 5, 2, which would be 5 and 70. Okay, so that could be 70 and 5 and 5. So that would be 2,570, right? I mean 25 and 70. So that's 2025. The year 2025 and then 70. Okay? Well, guess what? That's what this comes out to, guys, right here. This equation comes out to 2025 and then 316, 70. You see what I'm saying, guys? I'm not just making it up. All right? So, that 9857142. Now watch this. You got, if you look at it backwards, you got, that'd be 25. That could be 5, 7, and then 5, 8. Right? That leaves 9, 2, which is 18 hours of desolation. So 5, 7, and then 5, 8. Now watch this. Okay? Humor me for a second. Just for a second. Chapter 57, and it came to pass that after this I saw another host of wagons and men riding thereon, and coming on the winds from the east and from the west to the south. And the noise of their wagons was heard. And when this turmoil took place, the holy ones from the heavens noted it, and the pillars and the earth were moved from their place, and the sound thereof was heard from one end of the heavens to the other in one day. And they all fall down and worship the Lord of spirits. And this is the end of the second allegory. And then 58, I began to speak the third allegory concerning the righteous and the chosen ones. You see what I'm saying, guys? But not only that, so watch this. 9857142. Okay, so these numbers right here, right? I wrote them down. Okay? I wrote down 25799 and 26059. So 26059, right? 25799. Now watch this. 9 times 2 is 18, right? Okay? And then you got 605, which would be 300. Okay? Then the second set of numbers. All right? I took the 9 and the 8, right? 5, 7, 5, 7, right? Then 1, 1, and then 4, 2. Now come on now, and then that leaves 309, which is also 149 or 27, 27. Okay? Come on, guys. I mean, that's just from these numbers right here. Okay? And then that time frame, that time up there. You see what I'm saying, guys? I mean, come on. I can't just make this up. But I mean, for me to be able to do 483 divided by 49 and get that number, and then the Lord lead me with these numbers to still get that, and then have 27 left over, boom, which comes from Daniel 9:27. Daniel 9:27. Then he shall confirm a covenant with many for 1 week, but in the middle of the week he shall bring an end to offering and sacrifice. And on the wing of abominations one shall make desolate, even until the consummation which is determined is poured out on the desolate. Boom. Well, 8-6, okay, is right now, guys, 5786 in the Hebrew calendar. Okay? I mean, I can't make it up. So 2 and 8 comes to 16, which comes to 7. That's 5. 14 comes to 5. 5, 7, 8, 6. And then the 12th hour. Boom. 6-2 of Genesis. 6-2 of Genesis. I mean, not Genesis, but Revelations. 6-2 of Revelations. Then you got 5. 2 times 7 is 14, which comes to 5. 2 times 8 is 16, which comes to 7. 4 times 2 is 8, and then 6. 5, 7, 8, 6, and 6-2 of Revelations. I can't make it up, guys. Think about it, man. Just think about it. I mean, come on now. I mean, for me to be able to do that, that's not me, guys. That's the Holy Spirit. And he was allowed to continue for 42 months, right? Well, we're in October. Yesterday was the 6th. 145, that deals with Azazel. Okay? Azazel is the Antichrist. Azazel is Wormwood. This is who Donald Trump is. I'm telling you guys. 146, 146, 146. I'm not just making it up. 146, 15 or 50 as the first day. On the 6th day, 27, 14. I mean, I can't make it up, guys. So he's coming and he's trying to disguise his words. And I'm telling y'all, do not believe him. I can't make this up. I can't make these numbers up, guys. I mean, look, then if I take the 10,000 years that they've bound divided by 365 and come up with this number, okay? That's also 7 and 62 comes to 69. 3 and 9 comes to 27, right? So that's 6955, 691, 1 week and 69. That comes to 70. You see what I'm saying? Because 5 and 5 makes a whole, right? So 627, 7 and 62, 69, 5. That makes a whole. That brings it to 70. After 365 to 10,000 years to be bound. Well, they're 10,000 years of consummation. They've been released. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then, if you take this number and divide that by 3.5, okay, you're going to get 7.8277, okay? That's 3 sevens right there because 82 comes to 16, which is 7, so that's 4 sevens. That's 28, all right? 2 times 8 comes to 16, which is 7. 7 and 8 is 56, which is 30. And that third week, 8, 5, 7, 142. I can't make it up. You see what I'm saying, guys? And then 8:14. Then the sanctuary shall be cleansed. I can't make these things up, guys. I'm not here to blow smoke. So then you got 5, and then 7:1 can be 8. So you got 8:5, 7:1, and then 4:2 is 8. So 8:5, 8:8. Go to Daniel 8:5, 8:8. That talks about the goat who came across the surface of the earth without touching it. Okay? He's the one that's coming to confirm a covenant with many for 1 week, and that goat is Azazel. Well, that's Donald Trump. Donald Trump is Azazel. He's the only one that could stand in Israel, is he not? So, I mean, I'm just saying, guys, think about it. I'm not here to blow smoke. I'm just here to do the will of my Father. And that's it, guys. So stick with me, because, I mean, it's only going to get better. You know what I mean? I'm not here to I'm sorry if I may have, misled somebody. I was really going off what I believed my Father was showing me. I just didn't understand it, I guess, to its fullest ability. But I see now. So be prepared, because it's been 7 years. So he's getting ready to come. Okay? And if he hasn't already, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we already know that he's been confirming a covenant for 7,000 years also. Because 1 week, 1,000 years is as 1 day to God. You see what I'm saying? So 1 day to God is 1,000 years. So if 1 week is 7,000 years, you got to look at it in that aspect too. Not just 7 years. You got to look at it in the aspect how God sees it. We can't look at it how man sees it. We must look at it how God sees it. And this is why, I have to even pray myself. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the vision that my Father has shown me. And the numbers add up. That's why, I was really upset yesterday when it didn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? And it didn't happen the way I thought it was going to happen. So, but, it's God's will. However God sees it to happen, that's how the Lord sees it to happen. But you see that the numbers add up. I can't just make it up. So I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Shalom, shalom.